It's major pain, baby. Know I'm talking about. Alright, let me get serious. It's Cooper. I come through and show them how to do it. This shit live. Boy, you the truth.
What's up, everybody? Major Pain back here with another controversial topic as well as some Let's Plat gameplay for you guys. So before I start on my topic here, I just want to state that whatever I say here is my opinion. It's not to say that somebody else is wrong or to say that you guys are the opposing opinion is stupid or whatever. Everybody has their own opinion. You're welcome to yours, I'm welcome to mine. But I am one of those people who like to mention my opinions and then maybe hopefully hear from other people's perspective and maybe open up my eyes a little bit more. For example, I just recently watched a documentary on immigration, illegal immigration, and I've always been a strong believer of keeping the immigrants out of our country because they would come in and take advantage of our welfare system with their 10 kids, or take the entry-level jobs away from our citizens because they're capable of working at a lower wage or willing to work at a lower wage, and then also sending our money outside of the states back to their family, so away from our government or away from our economy. They're taking our money and then sending it somewhere else. And I've always had a strong opinion on this. And then I watched this document and it kind of opened up my eyes a little bit more, so I have a different view of immigration. So basically what I'm trying to say is that I would appreciate it if you guys would listen to my perspective and treat my perspective with respect, and then maybe share your view and try and open up my eyes, or trying to give me a different view at what I'm looking at here. So anyways, it's kind of obvious what the topic's going to be about. It's just yesterday, the court had ruled in the favor of Hobby Lobby, which, if I am understanding what this whole court case was about, they didn't want their employees to have insurance or health care through the Obamacare to support contraception pills because of religious reasons. And then there's a lot of hate going through the interwebs, which is no surprise, but they're hating on this whole thing of religious reasons because they think that a company shouldn't have a religious belief, as it is not a conscious person, and which is understandable. But you also have to think about it, that this company was built by somebody, and this somebody had an idea for their company, and they believe their religious belief is going to be into this company because this company is basically an extension of their being. They had an idea of when this first started. They have their vision and what they believe is their right, and to have a religion belief, that is their right. That's kind of what we are founded upon, is the freedom of religion. So I think it's kind of ridiculous to make fun of this stand as a company not having that type of belief. Another thing is that this is his company. He created it from the ground. He's slaved and worked hard to make this company what it is. And it would be unfair for the government to come in and say, well, this person is more valid than your company, so therefore you have to change. Where instead the person who's working there can decide to change jobs or decide to work somewhere else because they don't have the same religious belief as this company. So I'm assuming that this company is trying to have its employers or employees be an extension of itself. So they would rather have people, come in and then accept the religion that they have when working for this company. And I think that's understandable. I think that's completely understandable for the company's perspective. And it's so it is definitely hard to say or argue against the company in this case for me, because it's their company. They're the ones that created. They don't have the ability to go somewhere else. The employee does. So in this case, I feel that the judgment was right, but the problem, another standpoint that I have on this is that forcing a company to do something is like saying forcing this person to not have the option of a contraception pill. But in this case, the employer has to do it because the employee wants them to. And as I said before, it's the company, it's the person's company. They can't make the decision to go somewhere else. But what they can do is, what the employee can do is leave to find another job somewhere else. And I think that's, again, a reasonable thing to look at. And the problem with I have mainly is that the government is forcing somebody to do something. And no matter how way you look at it, you're forcing somebody to do something, and you're fighting because it's forcing somebody to do something. But in this case, I think the company has the stakes, or the control over it, because it's the company. They have the decision to do that. They shouldn't be having the government tell them how to run their company. It's the guy's company, not the government's company, not the employee's company. It is his company. He has that right. But on the other hand, this is the country known for its freedom. So the women should have the option for this, because it is their right. It's their freedom. It shouldn't be the government that forces them to have that doesn't have the option, or that does have the option. And this is a huge problem with I think America right now, is that we are all hoping the government fixes our problems, when that's not the issue here. All the government cares about is lining their pockets with money. They don't care about the people that are living in it, other than, you know, it's bringing money to them, and they can use us to pay themselves. And we have to stop looking at the government to send us help or to give us help. What we need to start relying on is ourselves, and stop worrying about the government. And I believe that, you know, with the Obamacare, forcing companies to get health care, it's not, the government didn't do this to help the people. And from what I'm hearing, like, I take the bus to school, and these are the people, you know, that are usually having problems with their wages or their money, income or whatnot, being able to supplement a health care for their family. And I'm still hearing complaints from these minimum wage, lower class people about Obamacare. They're still having problems getting Obamacare. So it's not really, I don't think it's really fixing the problem of not being able to afford healthcare, which is what the whole idea was, is so that everybody can afford healthcare. And all it's really done is just forced companies to pick healthcare, or pick a healthcare that the government gives them. And in return, this is gonna, you know, line their pockets with the money that's coming in from the companies. So again, it's really tough fight. I believe in both sides of the case. I believe that women should be able to choose, but she also has the ability to choose which company she works for. Where the company does have the ability to choose its employers or employees, but at least the company is still paying for her wages, and at least the company didn't say, oh, you want contraception pills, we're gonna have to let you go then, or anything like that. Even though they wouldn't be able to do that because of the patient and doctor laws doesn't allow companies to to have that type of information, which I completely agree with. Companies shouldn't know about people's personal lives, but the thing is that it's the company's decision. It's not the government's decision, and the government has made it their decision. So the company, they have won for their reasons, and I think they're valid reasons. I think if you want to make the argument that it's the women's choice, that's fine. But I believe it's also the women's choice to find a new company that will accept the contraception pills for their insurance. And just another side note, that a lot of people think that these contraception pills are birth control, where it's more of the day after pill is what they were targeting. The company not believing in abortion, so they didn't want their image to be shown as, you know, abortion, a company that sides with abortion. I mean, if you look at it and they say, you know, somebody comes in and says, well, I got my contraception pills through my company's insurance, and then they're going to be like, oh, well, this company supports abortion, which is not something that they want to see. They want that image to show their religious embodiment and their religion to show through their company. If you have a problem disagreeing with this company, I guess you just say that you go somewhere else. I mean, you don't vote with your dollar, or yeah, vote with your dollar. If you want this company to succeed, you go in and you support them. If you don't like their practices, then you don't go in there. But I feel that religion is an option just as well as choosing to be pro-life or pro-choice. So in this case, I favor the company, as it's his company. It's not the employee's company or the government's company. So I think that's all I have to say about that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure to like the video, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and also you can follow me on Twitter, MajorPain2587, and if you would like, you can send me a friend request on the PSN if you have a PS3, PS Vita, or PlayStation 4. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys will return for the next video. Thank you very much.
You have zero chance of winning.